time to laugh, even if you need that little brain snack. I got you, okay? I have your back, as well as your teachers, as well as the staff. But that's my commitment and dedication to all of you, okay? Because we're in virtual learning, all right, and it's still new, all right, it's still relatively new. There's going to be lots of questions, especially day one, for week one, month one, okay, and with that may come lots of emotions, all right, getting used to your teacher, your class, a new way of learning, new students, adjusting to your workspace. Let's practice our patience. Let's practice some of those the mindfulness techniques that you've learned and those tools over the years. This is the time we use it. But also, let's make this an opportunity, all of us. Let's make this an opportunity. And I know this right now, something that we're all going through right now is that we rally together. It's that human spirit inside of us right now. And that key word and that little motto that we've had here at Hall for the last few years, and that Dr. Brown and the student council touched on, is that we are one. And in my opinion, it's that word, that one word of we. Okay, we, and that includes you, me, your teachers, your friends, your parents, other family members. It's that element of connectedness and togetherness that's going to get us through, okay? And with that community comes that support. So let's think about this. What can we do right now? Right now, in that first little step of day one, what can we do as we kind of come together today? I want you to think about this. What are some of those strengths, those personal strengths? What is something that you are really good at that you can share, that you can teach me, that you can teach your friends, your peers today? Because you guys, it's the strengths right now, all of us, that we bring these to the table into our classroom today, that's going to bind us, okay? And it's going to help us persevere, and it's going to help us navigate some of these changes. Last but not least, my role as your school counselor, and I kind of said it already, is to support you. That's on the surface. But there's going to be times I'm going to be standing by your side. I'm going to provide you with some of those tools to get through those hard times, those challenging times with your friends, with school, with family, with sports, and even with virtual learning right now. Okay? I'm going to try to help you with some of those natural emotions that come up when we're adjusting to this time. All right? It's very common to have lots of emotions right now. I'm going to try to help you with some of the emotions that we face when it's with our friends. Sometimes we call it drama in middle school, okay? We're going to also work to appreciate each other and the gifts and the strengths that all of us have. And then also it'll be with how to help you stay organized, how to help you ask for help, okay? Eighth graders, how to help you plan for high school. It's exciting right now, and I can't wait to see you. I'm going to be creating a Bitmoji classroom just for all of you, for students, where you can access resources, where you can obviously get a hold of me. I'm going to be coming into the classroom each month and doing little lessons with you, working in groups, meeting individually, and I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here at campus, my friends, and so we can get through this. We can work with you. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys this year and get to know you. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We got this, Hall.
Thank you so much, Mr. Evans. I really appreciate your time this morning and sharing with our Hall community and letting them know exactly what they can expect. I know they'll be excited to meet with you and work with you. And as a counselor at heart, I'm happy that the two of us are here at Hall to support our students in this focus of well-being and really just making sure that we have everything we need this year to be successful. Okay, let's talk about some new staff. Really quickly, I want to make one announcement. If there are any parents on this webinar, if we could potentially have some of the parents log off and allow for the students to be logged in. Sometimes we hit a little bit of a capacity issue with the webinars if too many parents or too many people are logged in one household. So if there are students that are trying to get in, we want to make sure that we allow for that to happen. Okay, so moving right along, we have some new staff at Hall to welcome to our team. We have Mr. Jurovic. He's our new IDEA teacher, Maker Ed, and you'll see him in the wheel, sixth graders. We also have Mr. Thompson. He's our new education specialist. He'll be working with Miss Gavin in the sixth grade. And new this week, helping us out in sixth grade is going to be Miss Tribole. Some of you know her from Cove. Some of you know her from Neil Cummins. She's been in the LCM family for a while, and we're excited to have her here at Hall starting the new year. So thank you. Welcome to our new staff. Welcome to Mr. Evans. Welcome to all of the new Hall staff. It's going to be a great year. Okay. And this is a word from your teachers. They've been on campus the last few days, and as they have been preparing for your virtual return, they have been in their classrooms working, and this is what they had to say.
Welcome back. I'm Miss Wilmot. I teach Math 6 and Math 7, and we are super excited to see your faces on Zoom tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Miss Tobes, and I'm teaching Math 8 and Algebra, and I'm also really excited to see all your faces tomorrow.
Miss Tribole, teaching 6th grade math, so I'll see 6th graders tomorrow.
And I'm Mr. Wattenpool. I'm teaching 7th grade math and algebra. I have the least creative mask here of the group, but I have
And looking forward to it.
Go. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just reading about the Constitution. My name is Nathan Beach. I teach 7th grade medieval world history and 8th grade US history. And what I'm most excited.
Sorry, I just realized that the sound was off, and I'm going to back that up to help us out.
In Math 7, and we are super excited to see your faces on Zoom tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Miss Tobes, and I'm teaching Math 8 and Algebra, and I'm also really excited to see all your faces tomorrow.
Miss Tribole, teaching 6th grade math, so I'll see 6th graders tomorrow.
And I'm Mr. Wattenpool. I'm teaching 7th grade math and algebra. I have the least creative mask here of the group, but I have the best hair. Welcome. Welcome. We can't wait to see you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Duvall, and I'm very excited to see all of your faces on Zoom to start. I'm looking forward to the amount of grit that you have, how much determination that you have to get it done. We're going to be doing a lot of really fun stuff in science this year. I hope that we get back into class, but if we don't, we're going to make it so that I know that you're curious learners ready to roll. Looking forward to this year. Can't wait to see everybody tomorrow.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Belton. I teach 8th grade language arts, and I am so looking forward to meeting all of you tomorrow, and I'm happy that I'll get to see you without your masks on, so I know exactly what you look like, but I'm sad that I won't see you in person. We're gonna have a great day, and looking forward to it.
Go. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just reading about the Constitution. My name is Nathan Beach. I teach 7th grade medieval world history and 8th grade US history. And what I'm most excited about this year is to teach you guys about not only how cool history is, but also how it's happening all around us, and how once you realize how connected we all are, you'll never walk alone. It's going to be a great year.
Hey, Cougars. I am Mr. Song, Michael Song, and I will be teaching 6th grade core language arts and social studies and if you're part of the wheel, the tech wheel. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm super stoked to be here at Hall again. I am in room 401, right across from the office. And so first thing I want to mention is I think you guys are going to be really excited. A lot of you know me already from doing the Project Lead the Way stuff around NCN Cove. If you don't, you'll get to know me really quickly. So I'm really excited to see you guys tomorrow. I'm really excited to be back at Hall because I started off here when I first moved up here. So you're going to learn a lot about me. You're going to learn a lot about this campus. Many of you already know it. And I've had a lot of your brothers and sisters. I've taught 5th grade at Cove. So we're all in this and we're going to be having a lot of fun this year. Okay, take care, man.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Ferguson. I'm a language arts teacher here at Hall. I've been here since before your parents even met, for ages. And I'm really excited to have students again, and I hope I know how to work with Zoom links. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. McMullen, or more commonly known as Mr. Mac, and I'm definitely a little nervous, a little anxious to start day one, obviously, with how different all this is, but I'm also really excited to meet a whole bunch of new kids and get to know all of you and rock it this year. So let's get after it.
Hello, Hall Cougars. My name is Mr. Thompson, and I am an ed specialist. I'm working with Mrs. Gavin. I am so excited to meet all of you guys. The first time I've really been over here. I'm looking forward to meeting all you, especially all you 6th graders. I'll see you soon. Have a great last couple days.
Hi, Hall Cougars. My name is Josh Evans. I'm your school counselor this year. The first day of school is such a wonderful day. It's a new beginning, a fresh start. Also a time for us to build the community here at Hall with our teachers, with others in our classes. And it's going to be a wonderful year. No question there's going to be some challenges, but you have some incredible teachers and staff like myself here to support you and help you and guide you through this challenging time. Can't wait to see you, Cougars, and good luck on your first day.
I'm Miss Wilmot. I teach math 6 and math.
Thank you. Thank you so much, teachers, for those kind words and for giving our students some great advice for this year. 1 second. Sorry, I am having a hard time now that I am.
Welcome and
Sorry.
welcome back, Hall Cougars. We're excited to be back in school, even if it isn't.
Okay. And just as I shared, your teachers have been working really hard to get ready for this new school year. So now I want to share with you a little bit more about what you can expect this school year. So here's what you need to get ready. Here's our image of Zoom etiquette. This is just a little reminder. You might see this around campus in some of your classes, but you want to make sure that you mute yourself, you're on time, your video's on, that you're respectful, that you have a place where you can be still. You see, even for Dr. Brown, I like to have the option to stand or sit when I'm Zooming. So if a standing desk is good for you, create that space. Come prepared, find a quiet space. I'm trying not to be around where there's a lot of blowers or a lot of extra noise so that you can hear me. We're still going to raise our hand to talk, either with our little blue virtual hand or even on camera. And then we want to remember that this is just like school. We're not eating. Here's some of those distance learning expectations that your teachers are going to be reviewing with you over the course of the day. First and foremost, your LCM student email is the only email that you should be using to log into Zoom sessions. So if you are not using an LCM student email, you should be contacting your teacher first. However, that should not be the case, and it should be a rare exception that this happens. You have all been issued a Larkspur Corte Madera Gmail, and that email is the one that you should be using to log into all classes. If you have any issues with your LCM student email, please contact the front office. And I also know Mr. Josh Evans is helping out with supporting students that have just transitioned to Hall and making sure that they have their passwords and are able to be up and running. As you enter Zoom classrooms, we are going to require that all students have their screen name appear last name, comma, first name. So please enter your name, your screen name as last name, first name. You should be using your legal name or approved nickname with your classroom teacher. Name should not be changed, and this should remain constant for the entire school year. We want to remember that there should be appropriate dress. There might be days where we have pajama day, but for the most part, we want to make sure that when we are in Zoom, that we are appropriately dressed and that we have our video on. We also want to make sure that we're in a good location, right? We want to make sure that we're not sitting on our bed, that we are in a space that is a student learning space that will be dedicated for you, such as a table or desk, maybe it's an outside area, whatever that may look like. Headphones are a great idea in order to stay plugged into the conversation. And in case you have siblings that are in your house and maybe they're Zooming too, headphones are a great way for you to lock in and focus. You want to have your materials ready. Many of your teachers are going to be reviewing with you this week what kinds of school supplies you may need. I want to give you an example, such as your science notebook or your reader's notebook. You might want to have that handy for one of your lessons. You want to engage appropriately. Let's remember, if your teachers use the chat function, if your teachers allow you to employ a virtual background, all of these should be appropriate. School rules and our Hall Code of Conduct still apply, and we expect our students to maintain a high level of conduct in these Zoom classrooms virtually. I want to make sure that we have equity of voice and that we're giving the opportunity for all students to share ideas and share input. And we want to make sure that we're maintaining good digital citizenship over the course of the year. With the increased time that we're spending on devices, on screens, on the web, it's really important that we remind ourselves that we are creating a digital footprint. And over the course of the year, we want to make sure that we continue to give you guidance regarding your digital profile and what that might look like and how you might want to shape exactly what it says about you. Here's what your teachers are going to help with this year. So your homeroom teachers are going to be able to provide you links and meeting times. So I'm going to share the distance learning schedule, and we've been working on creating documents for you so that you have links all in one place from your homeroom teacher. Teachers are going to be leading and facilitating student learning activities. So this is what you normally have in class. Teachers present the lesson to you at the beginning part of class. Maybe your math teacher presents a new concept. You get some time to practice it as a group. Maybe you try breaking the problem down in small groups, and then there will be something or some sort of activity assigned where you'll keep your Zoom on, potentially work on the independent work with your teacher still accessible and available. And if your teacher sees the need for you to stay for that additional 20-minute small group at the end of the 40-minute live instruction, they'll invite you to do so. In addition, your teacher might explain to you how that 20 minutes might be available for you should you require more help, want some feedback on your writing, or looking for some advice on how to engage your audience with dialogue. Teachers are also going to be managing student behavior and engagement, right? So they're going to be giving you those directives. It's time to mute. It's time to video on. It's time to share. It's time to go into breakout groups. Checking for understanding, just like they would in the classroom, right? Checking on you and seeing, how's it going over here? Can you show me what's happening on number 6? Can you show me where that quote is that demonstrates that that the author is trying to foreshadow mood? Teachers will sometimes assign small group instruction, maybe assign breakout rooms. All of these are ways for teachers to help you collaborate as students, produce group projects, and engage in learning together. I talked about this a little bit, but we want to make sure that we have equitable engagement and voice in our classrooms. There are 30 of us in here, and teachers are going to find different ways to make sure everybody's voice is heard, but let's make sure that we invite our classmates into the conversation, and we expand on their ideas, and we share that space of that safe space in our cohorts to be able to take risks and share our voice. If you are absent, teachers will have a plan for you. You want to check with your teachers if you're going to miss class. Email them, let them know that you're going to be out. They will have a plan for you in terms of what's coming next. And then your teachers are going to help you with weekly updates regarding your progress and giving you feedback, either in Alma or the Google Suite or Google Classroom for you. Okay, so that's what you can expect on the teacher side. So what happens? This year, I want you to plan, and then revise your plan, right? So as you get ready to launch this year, and now that we are settling into the year with knowing that we're into distance learning, you want to start planning. What does your home learning space look like? Do you have a table? Is it well lit? Is it going to be accessible for you in your Zoom meetings? Do you potentially need a background to cover something that you don't want to show? How is your learning space going to operate for you? Do you need to have headphones for one period versus the other? How are you and your sibling going to navigate using the table or occupying a space? Is there a plan for that? Knowing your distance learning schedule. So I highly recommend, and I know you'll be working on this in advisories, I highly recommend making your own personal distance learning schedule that has your links in it, that has your teacher's email information, that has links to websites that teachers are using to deliver curriculum, as well as any other pertinent information you feel might be necessary to your distance learning schedule. Remember, our day has breaks in it. So here's another question for you. Our day does have breaks. So when will you take movement and mindfulness breaks? Ladies and gentlemen, sitting at the screen, looking at the screen from 8:30 to 2 o'clock is not our intention. There are planned breaks built in through the day. How will you take advantage of them? Maybe there's short yoga series that you'll start following and doing 5-minute yogas flows in between classes. Maybe you will take the dog for a walk around the block. Maybe you'll do some mindfulness breathing or some meditation. But these are all strategies that I really want you to consider and think about incorporating into your day, as this year is going to be a little bit different. So we need to plan differently. The next topic is, how do you cope with stress when you feel it? Sometimes our hearts start fluttering, sometimes our palms get sweaty, sometimes our body temperature just starts to raise. How are we going to deal with that when we start to feel that sign of stress? Maybe my stomach's hurting. Who do we have? You met Mr. Evans this morning, our new school counselor. You know Dr. Brown, and I'm here to help you as well. You have an amazing cast of teachers in each of your cohorts that are ready and willing to listen to you, as well as a number of staff on this campus that are available and ready, not to mention your parents. So please don't have stress and not share it with us. We're here to support you through this, and we want to give you the coping skills and the healthy strategies to deal with your stress. There's a solution for every problem. Everything that you encounter is temporary, and together we can do this, right? We got this, Hall. This is a natural question. We answer it all the time. What do you do if you're confused? The teacher just presented a lesson and I'm not quite sure what to do. How do I move on? Well, I could ask a peer in my class. I could ask the teacher. I could stay for small group. Maybe I meet with my teacher in one of those breaks. These are all options. These are all things I want you to consider and think about as you start to plan your year and your plan. And naming some of those supports would be helpful as well. This is something I want you to think about. How will you take control of your role as a learner this year? It's a big question for you. I ran across a quote that I thought might help us this year. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. The famous Maya Angelou said that, and it reminds me of this in that we're all dealing with this virus and this pandemic, and there are going to be some changes, but how we respond and how we react is our choice. And we have this opportunity right now as a Hall community to be resilient and to support each other because we are one and we got this. So what else is new? I'm going to quickly run through a few more new protocols here at Hall this year for our distance learning. You have homeroom that's new this year. You're going to meet shortly, and you're going to get to meet that your cohort that you're going to spend a lot of your time with this year. It's going to meet daily at 8:30. This is where attendance is taken first. So your attendance in homeroom is mandatory. The Hall Informer, for those of you new sixth graders, the Hall Informer is our daily announcements. It kind of gives us information about what's happening in terms of campus events, in terms of changes to programming, as well as we have plans for lots of student tips this year. You're going to hear a little bit more about this in your homeroom period. Advisory is the same group of students as homeroom. The advisory period happens on Thursdays, and it's similar to how it ran last year in terms of offering students time to get help from teachers, time to work with other peers on projects. It might be time for clubs. It might be a time for social emotional learning lessons and drug education. But advisory is a great way for us to get together as grade levels and as cohorts and to just take that time that we may need over the course of the week to engage in other activities. Campus access is also new. If you do need to come to campus, there are new rules. First off, make an appointment. Please email Hall secretary or the teacher if you are trying to see a teacher, or if the teacher is asking you to come. This is the process of making an appointment to come to campus. When you come to campus, you must wear a mask. I'm out here by myself right now, not masked, but if I was out here with other people, I for sure would have my mask on. I'm also going to stay socially distant when possible, and I'm going to follow screening protocols. This QR code you see here on the screen is around campus. And before you come to school, when we transition to in-person learning, or if you need to come to campus, you need to take this quick survey, similar to when you've gone to the Apple store or the doctor, where they've asked you, have you been exposed? Do you have any COVID-19 symptoms? Have you had a temperature? All of these questions get asked, and we log them before coming onto campus. So even if you are coming to pick up materials, this is the QR code that you need to use. It lives on our LCMSD COVID response website, as well as this QR code will be available on campus for you to just simply use your phone, answer the form questions, submit it before you enter campus, okay? Next, when it comes to campus access, you will see this lovely sign on the door. We have a new doorbell at the front door, and before you come into the front office, you need to ring that doorbell, wait to be invited in, and make sure that you've also completed that QR code survey before you enter the office. This is a quick reminder. This is our bell schedule that we'll be following completely as of even tomorrow. Next Monday, our week will run like this consistently. So you see that we have 8:30 to 8:45 homeroom. We bleed right into first period at 8:45, and you see the periods as they rotate, similar to what we did live and in person when we came to the actual Hall physical campus. And you'll see that in between period 1 and 2, there is that 15-minute break. So between period 2 and 3, there is another 15-minute break. And as I described earlier, this hour block is designed to have the first 40 minutes of instruction be live, where you are engaged with the teacher the entire time. That last 20 minutes from 9:25 to 9:45 is an opportunity for small group instruction. Your teachers will tell you what that time, how that time is going to be utilized, and who will be invited to that small group instruction time. So look to your teachers, the period teacher, to define what that's going to look like. Here's another glance at just our Hall first week of school bell schedule. Here's where we are today. We are currently in the middle of our all school assembly, and Dr. Brown is wrapping up to finish at 9:15. You're going to go on a short break, grab something to eat. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to start sketching out your learning plan, or taking a look and surveying your home learning space. Get your materials ready, because we're headed into homeroom at 9:30. We're going to move to first period period at 10 o'clock. Every period after that is going to meet for 20 minutes. We're going to have lunch at 12 o'clock to 12:45. We'll meet for 6th period and we will finish today. You will start with your 7th period teacher tomorrow morning. This schedule is designed so that every period meets twice this week. And you'll have the opportunity to meet all of your teachers this week. We're really excited for this first week of school, and you're going to be heading to homeroom shortly here. So up next, we have homeroom. Thank you so much for coming this morning. You have been missed unlike nobody's business. I'm out here this morning, and if you know me, you know that I'd be walking through this corridor right now saying, good morning, welcome back, probably hugging you, fist bumping you. Let's be honest. Dr. Durham, we talking about her kicks just a little bit, because you know she had to get new ones for the first day. And we'd be celebrating all the fun things we did over this summer, indoors and out. I've missed seeing your faces. I will be popping into your classes as we move through our schedule throughout this week, coming in to say hello, greeting some of your faces. I've missed you so much. I'm so excited to be back this year and be your Hall Middle School principal. And I'm so excited to be joined by this amazing staff. And as we remember this 2021 most unforgettable year, here's our hashtag Hall Cougars. We got this. So, in the spirit of what's coming next, here we go, Cougars. You can do this. Have a fantastic day. Let's go, Cougars. Rock on. Have a great 2021. See you soon.